According to electrical codes, when a transformer is remotely located from its fuse switchboard, a disconnect switch is generally required at the transformer. This requirement is primarily driven by safety considerations and the need for convenient maintenance. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides specific guidelines on when and where disconnects are necessary. The purpose of a disconnect switch is to provide a means to energize the transformer locally. This ensures that personnel working on or near the transformer can safely isolate it from the power source, preventing electrical hazards such as shock or arc flash. The remote location of the transformer from the fuse switchboard introduces potential challenges in quickly energizing the transformer in case of an emergency or during maintenance. A local disconnect switch addresses this issue by providing a readily accessible means to cut off power. The specific NEC article that addresses transformer disconnects is typically found in Article 450, which covers transformers in general, and Article 240, which deals with overcurrent protection. These articles provide detailed requirements for disconnects, including their placement, rating, and accessibility. Several factors influence the requirement for a disconnect switch at the transformer. Firstly, the voltage level of the transformer. Higher voltage transformers often necessitate disconnects to enhance safety during maintenance. Secondly, the size or kilovolt ampere, or kvolts amps, rating of the transformer. Larger transformers typically require disconnects. Thirdly, accessibility and ease of maintenance. If the transformer is located in a difficult-to-reach area, a disconnect switch is crucial. The disconnect switch must be readily accessible and located within sight of the transformer, or it must be capable of being locked in the open position. This ensures that the transformer can be safely energized before any work is performed on it. The ampacity of the disconnect switch must be sufficient to handle the full load current of the transformer. Additionally, the disconnect switch must be properly rated for the voltage and fault current levels present at the installation location. In practice, the disconnect switch is typically installed in close proximity to the transformer, often within a few feet. This ensures that it is easily accessible and can be quickly operated in case of an emergency. The disconnect switch may be a fused or non-fused type, depending on the specific requirements of the installation. A fused disconnect switch provides both a means of disconnecting the transformer and overcurrent protection. A non-fused disconnect switch only provides a means of disconnecting the transformer and relies on separate overcurrent protection devices. The installation of a disconnect switch at a remotely located transformer also facilitates routine maintenance and testing. It allows technicians to safely energize the transformer to perform inspections, repairs, or testing without having to travel to the main switchboard. This saves time and reduces the risk of electrical hazards. It is important to consult the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes to ensure compliance with all requirements for transformer disconnects. Electrical inspectors will typically verify that disconnect switches are properly installed and meet all code requirements during electrical inspections. The lack of a required disconnect switch can result in failed inspections and potential safety hazards. Consider a scenario where a transformer is located in a separate building from the main switchboard. Without a disconnect switch at the transformer, maintenance personnel would have to walk to the main switchboard in the other building to energize the transformer. This could be time-consuming and potentially dangerous in an emergency. With a local disconnect switch, the transformer can be quickly de-energized on-site, improving safety and efficiency. Another consideration is the presence of multiple transformers in a facility. Each transformer should have its own disconnect switch to allow for independent isolation and maintenance. This prevents the need to energize the entire electrical system when working on a single transformer. The disconnect switch should be clearly labeled to indicate the transformer it serves. This helps prevent confusion and ensures that the correct transformer is de-energized when necessary. Proper labeling is also important for emergency responders who may need to quickly de-energize electrical equipment in the event of a fire or other emergency. In addition to the NEC, other industry standards and best practices may provide further guidance on transformer disconnects. These standards may address specific applications or types of transformers. It is important to stay informed about these standards and incorporate them into electrical design and installation practices. The selection of a disconnect switch should take into account the specific characteristics of the transformer and the electrical system. Factors to consider include the transformer's voltage rating, current rating, and impedance. The disconnect switch should be rated to safely interrupt the available fault current at the installation location. Fault current is the amount of current that would flow in the event of a short circuit. The disconnect switch must be able to withstand this high current without failing. In some cases, a ground fault protection system may be required to protect the transformer from ground faults. A ground fault is an unintentional electrical connection between a live conductor and ground. Ground fault protection systems are designed to detect and interrupt ground faults before they can cause damage or injury. The installation of a disconnect switch at a remotely located transformer is a critical safety measure that helps to prevent electrical hazards and facilitates maintenance. It is important to understand the NEC requirements for transformer disconnects and to ensure that all disconnects are properly installed and maintained. The NEC section 450.14 covers the location of the disconnecting means. The disconnecting means shall be located in sight of the transformer or remotely located where the location of the disconnecting means is field marked in the transformer and the location of the disconnecting means is identified at each disconnecting means location. Section 450.3 covers transformer overcurrent protection, typically with a fuse or circuit breaker to protect the transformer and the circuit. Proper overcurrent protection and disconnection means are key to a safe installation. For transformers over 600 volts, NEC section 450.3 covers the overcurrent protection and 450.3a covers primary side protection and 450.3a covers secondary side protection. For transformers 600 volts or less, NEC section 450.3b covers the overcurrent protection and 450.3b covers primary side protection and 450.3b2 covers secondary side protection. Consider 480 volt to 120/208 volt step-down transformer located in a separate building from the main electrical panel. The primary side, at 480 volts, would need overcurrent protection such as a fuse or circuit breaker, sized according to NEC table 450.3b. This protects the transformer from overloads and short circuits on the primary side. The secondary side, at 120/208 volts, would also need overcurrent protection, also sized per NEC table 450.3b. This protects the secondary windings and the connected load. A disconnecting means such as a disconnect switch should be installed at the transformer location. This allows for safer isolation of the transformer during maintenance or emergencies. The disconnect switch should be rated for the voltage and current of the transformer primary. The disconnect switch must be readily accessible and located in sight of the transformer, or a remote disconnecting means is permitted if specific marking requirements are followed. The location of the remote disconnect must be clearly marked at both the transformer and the disconnect location. For example, a sign at the transformer might read disconnect located in main electrical room, and a sign at the disconnect in the main electrical room would read transformer disconnect. The purpose of this marking is to ensure that anyone working on the transformer or needing to energize it can quickly and easily locate the disconnect. In addition to the disconnect switch, it's important to ensure that the transformer is properly grounded. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the overcurrent protection device and energizing the circuit. Proper grounding helps to minimize the risk of electric shock and fire. The NEC provides specific requirements for grounding transformers in Article 250. These requirements vary depending on the type of transformer and the voltage level. In general, the transformer's neutral point should be grounded to a grounding electrode system such as a ground rod or a metal water pipe. The grounding electrode conductor should be sized according to NEC table 250.66. Another important consideration is the ventilation of the transformer. Transformers generate heat during operation, and it's important to provide adequate ventilation to prevent overheating. Overheating can damage the transformer and reduce its lifespan. The NEC requires that transformers be installed in well-ventilated areas or be provided with supplemental cooling, such as fans. The amount of ventilation required depends on the size and type of transformer. Some transformers are designed for indoor use only, while others are suitable for outdoor installation. Outdoor transformers should be protected from the weather with an enclosure. The enclosure should be weatherproof and should prevent the entry of rain, snow, and other elements. The enclosure should also be ventilated to prevent overheating. Regular inspections of transformers are essential to ensure their safe and reliable operation. Inspections should include a visual check for any signs of damage, such as cracks, leaks, or corrosion. The transformer's connection should be checked for tightness, and the ventilation system should be inspected to ensure that it is functioning properly. Any problems that are identified during an inspection should be corrected promptly. It is important to keep records of all inspections and maintenance activities. These records can be helpful in identifying trends and predicting potential problems. The record should include the date of the inspection, the name of the inspector, and any findings or corrective actions. In summary, when a transformer is remotely located from its fuse switchboard, a disconnect switch is generally required at the transformer. This requirement is driven by safety considerations and the need for convenient maintenance. The NEC provides specific guidelines on when and where disconnects are necessary, including their placement, rating, and accessibility. Proper installation and maintenance of transformer disconnects are essential for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of electrical systems. Always consult the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes to ensure compliance with all requirements. Remember to properly size the overcurrent protection and disconnect switch for the transformer's voltage and current ratings. Ensure that the disconnect switch is readily accessible and located within sight of the transformer, or that remote disconnect requirements are met with proper marking. Ground the transformer according to NEC Article 250 and provide adequate ventilation to prevent overheating. Regular inspections and maintenance are crucial for identifying and correcting any potential problems. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure the safe and reliable operation of your transformer and electrical system. The specific requirements for transformer disconnects can vary depending on the size, voltage, and location of the transformer. It is always best to consult with a qualified electrical engineer or contractor to determine the specific requirements for your installation. They can help you to ensure that your electrical system is safe and compliant with all applicable codes and standards. Furthermore, understanding the specific regulations in Massachusetts, where the inquiry originated, requires familiarity with the Massachusetts Electrical Code, which is based on the NEC but may have local amendments. These amendments can be more stringent or address specific local conditions. Therefore, consulting with a licensed electrician familiar with Massachusetts electrical codes is essential for ensuring compliance. For instance, Massachusetts may have specific requirements regarding the type of disconnect switch required based on the occupancy of the building or the environmental conditions at the transformer location. They might also have specific requirements for labeling and signage related to the disconnect switch. Ensuring compliance with these local amendments is crucial for avoiding violations and maintaining a safe electrical installation. Also, keep in mind that the interpretation of the NEC and local codes can sometimes vary, and the local electrical inspector has the final say in determining compliance. Therefore, it's often a good idea to consult with the local electrical inspector during the planning phase of any electrical installation project to ensure that the proposed design meets their requirements. This can help to avoid costly rework later on. In conclusion, while the NEC provides a general framework for transformer disconnect requirements, local codes and interpretations can significantly impact the specific requirements for a given installation. Therefore, consulting with qualified professionals familiar with the local codes and practices is essential for ensuring compliance and maintaining a safe electrical system.